So, let me tell you about my Monday. Uh, I handed in my assessment early. Not perfect, but I'm still kind of proud of it. I got decent sleep that night. I found and caught a shiny Feebas on Pokemon Go, so that's really good. That saves me a potential shiny in the future that I've always wanted to get, but because of how difficult it is, I never even bothered. And oh yeah, literally like roughly, it was like 2:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. One of the YouTubers I'm subscribed to posted a video. I'm like, oh, the Connie tricks. Yeah, sure, I'll watch it. So I'm just laying there, really tired, just watching it because, I mean, why not? And about 6 minutes in, this shows up, and I'm like, wait a minute, that shit's mine. So that woke me up immediately, and I'm like, holy shit, that's my drawing. That's my drawing I did of my sort of revamp thing for the Omnitrix, and of course my own original Omnitrix. So yeah, I said to Blaze, like, yo, that's mine. I didn't expect mine to be there. And he asked me what was my Discord, everything like that. YouTube for some reason didn't like me talking about my Discord or Instagram. So I went onto a server and told him that, like, if it's not too much trouble, just shout out my Instagram because of like how I posted it on there before Reddit. So yeah, he was able to give me credit for that drawing, which is really cool. No one talked about that design. No one talked about my original Omnitrix, and I didn't gain any new followers. But hey, I've officially peaked. So that was a good way to start the morning, and I rode that high. And that's it. That is all the good that happened on Monday. I just feel defeated at this point when it comes to the whole Bandai situation, because really? So we were meant to get an email on Monday, so for me, I would have gotten an email at about 11 a.m. or 12 p.m., which is like, I don't even know what it is for Americans. But instead of that, my money got randomly refunded. And mind you, I didn't request for a refund on my fourth time trying to purchase the game. I did it for the 3 times that the site didn't work. But obviously that situation was already sorted. So my money got randomly refunded without my consent, without my go ahead. It just kind of happened. And on Monday, when I checked on Reddit, a couple other people were experiencing the same thing, that their money got randomly sent back to them. And I decided to hold off on making a video right away just because I want to give it time. Tuesday, we got another email saying that, like, hey, the email that was meant to be sent out on Monday, that's going to be delayed. And it's like, y'all had a fair bit of time. Obviously, no, I'm not talking about like a week of time, but like, they had some sort of time, and yet they failed to do the one thing they were meant to do on Monday. It's it's fucking baffling. Like, the customer support, look, I don't believe that it's all automated. I do think there is some human input when it comes to the customer service and responding via emails. But I'm convinced it's only like one dude, because there is no way there's an actual team behind this. Because if there was, the customer support and the response to this whole situation would be significantly better than what it is now. And what it is now is a absolute giant mess. So yeah, I got that on Tuesday. Today, or rather a couple hours ago, I got an email from Bandai saying that I have been refunded, which, holy shit, really? I did not know. But also, my order for Sparking Zero didn't go through. So, clear, like, I say clear, but at least Bandai somewhat acknowledges that I did try and order it. And then they said something along the lines of, on release date, we'll send you a little something to kind of make up for it. And they also said how we will give you 1,000 Bandai points or whatever, which, I mean, I guess you could put that towards pre-ordering Sparking Zero again and try and get it cheaper. At least that's from my personal understanding. But yeah, the worst part the worst part about this is that I ordered it within 30 minutes. I am, once again, I said this in the last video, I am not claiming that I was one of the first, but I ordered it within an hour. Someone who ordered it 3 hours after the Sparking Zero trailer was shown off with the release date, they got it. Despite doing it 3 hours later after that, they got their order confirmation. Whereas I, who ordered it within 30 minutes, didn't. So that's fucking grand. So, I don't know why. No idea why. I have one theory. As to why this might have been the case. I can only speak for myself. But because of how I've had multiple charges, I got 3 of those refunded. One of those which was paid off, because that's, you know, buying the fucking game. I think the other person may have had just gone through once. He didn't get charged multiple times. Again, this is a lot of theory and what if and all that. I am not claiming this as factual. It's just an idea. I think what happened was 2 things. One, they saw my complaint of how I'm getting charged multiple times, and they refunded the charge that was fully intended to pre-order the game. They didn't notice that, you know, the 3 extra charges have been settled or anything like that. They noticed that one of them has gone through, and they automatically thought, oh, this wasn't meant to happen. Which doesn't make any sense, because the intention was to pre-order the game, and if there's only one charge, then there's no reason to refund it, off of the assumption that it was multiple charges, if it only shows one. Another theory that I have that can coincide with the first one is that Bandai essentially put names in a hat, grabbed the names out of the hat, and those are the ones who got the pre-order confirmation email. And the rest didn't. And considering Bandai's fuck-ups when it comes to this, I wouldn't be surprised. It sucks, and it is extremely unfair, but I mean, I don't even know what else it could be, man. I really don't. Now, over on Reddit, there's been talks about how, obviously, we are not trying to start a witch hunt or harass anyone or threaten anyone. None of that. I cannot stress that enough. But someone, and I'll link in the description as well, someone made a Reddit post kind of talking about this situation and how it is unfair, it is wrong, it is just overall a pain in the arse of a situation, and just kind of talking about how there has to be something that we can do. If we are vocal enough, if we express our frustration when it comes to this situation and how we have been treated unfairly because we wanted to support a game and a game series and an anime series that we love, maybe something can be done. Maybe there can be a sort of solution. So yeah, I'll link that in the description if you guys want to check it out. For me personally, as much as I want to fight this thing, what can we do? I mean, yeah, we can be vocal about it, but for one thing, it's only happening to a few hundred. It's not happening to 1,000. So our voice just isn't loud enough. Second off, YouTubers aren't talking about this, despite how a handful of people are still like kind of pointing out that, like, you know, this is happening, orders have been getting scuffed. Nothing, barely any mention. So it's not like we have the support of big Dragon Ball YouTubers either. At least from what I've seen. I'm not gonna flat out claim anything like that as factual. And even if our voice is heard, what are we going to gain out of it? Bandai isn't going to fucking give us, the collector's edition for free. No way, of course they're not gonna do that. It's too late for us to get our order confirmations because, well, they already refunded us our money. So, what do we do? What do we do? What do we actually gain from this, aside from hopefully better customer support in the future? You know what I want to see? What I truthfully want to see? What I want to get out of this is to Bandai to learn from this and learn from Elden Ring too, because it's not just happening with Sparking Zero, it's also happening with Elden Ring. But if you're going to have a collector's edition, do not make it Bandai Store exclusive. The fact that it is fucking horrendous of a choice. There is no need to do that at all. Like, if it's 3 days earlier, if it's a guaranteed, no matter where you live, 3 days earlier, you get to play 3 days before it officially releases, that's fair. But have it so that at like JB Hi-Fi, EB Games, or whatever other gaming store people have locally, have it so that they can purchase the collector's edition there, but they can only play it when the official release date rolls around. Do not make it so that if the collector's edition is only available on your fucking store, with how many issues it has, with how terrible the customer support can be with responses when it comes to these situations. Your site is just not built for that. And despite how it's happened with Elden Ring, you thought, oh yeah, let's just announce Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and the collector's edition and how it can be pre-ordered only from our site. How was that a good idea at all? There should have been so many alarm bells ringing about how bad of an idea that is. Once again, if you want to have the collector's edition on your site and have it 3 days early, fine. I think that is a good idea. But please have it so that the collector's edition is also in local retail stores as well. Not just in America, not just in England, but in other places like Australia, Canada, Italy, fucking Finland or something. I just think that's a better alternative, because honestly, if I got told, hey, either you can pre-order this on the website and get it 3 days early, or pre-order it at your local store but only get on release day, I think that's completely fair. I think that's an absolutely fair compromise. Have it convenient so that it's right next to where you are, or have it appear 3 days early. I think that's completely fair, and it legitimizes a reason as to why someone will pick the local store option or pick the website option. Give us a choice rather than rendering us into like this small cramped fucking room of a site and just melt down. Again, the fact that this situation has happened is baffling to me. And it sucks that at the end of the day, no matter how much we outcry, no matter how much we point this out, we don't gain anything from it aside from hopefully better support and a lot more transparency in the future. Because once again, this situation is horrible. Bandai, seriously, just please let us pre-order the collector's edition from our local gaming stores or hardware stores or whatever. Please, I am begging you. It is just an overall smart thing to do, and it is a good way to make so that your website doesn't crash every single fucking time a handful of people try and pre-order the collector's edition. Please, just please. So yeah, aside from spreading this video around, sharing it, commenting your thoughts on it, and going over to the Reddit post and sharing that and talking about your thoughts on it, there's not much we can do other than just talk and let our voice be vocal. But yeah. I don't even know if I'm going to pre-order the collector's edition now. Bandai kind of killed it for me, I'll be honest. But who knows? Maybe something will change. Maybe we'll actually be able to pre-order it and stocks don't sell out just like that, because I know that's an issue at the moment. So yeah, my name is Grimal, or Nathan, Nate, whatever you want to call me. And I'll talk to you guys next time with hopefully a video that I been meaning to do for years, since just before the end of Mortal Kombat 11. So a long time ago. A long time ago. But yeah. Alright. Laterz.